There we go. I got it, guys. I got it. All right. Let's look at this. This bounced off. Did this close? It closed below. I mean, I don't think this is going to break. All right. So, oh, wait, let me move this over. Let's go back over here. I take it back. So, we see this hold this market. Let me go ahead and do my analysis, guys. I was not able to get in earlier today. I'm so sorry. You can see what time it is. We only have an hour and 34 minutes left in the market today. So, I'm going to try my best to get one good trade out of this. I was not able to get on earlier, so I apologize. So, I'm going to get one more trade out of this. All right. Let me see if... And I'm looking for a very specific setup. Okay, let me look at the hour time frame. Yeah, let me look at the hour first. See if there's any setup here. Just looks like we're very strong. We filled this gap like I thought we were. Looks like we're taking out the high. This is a potential target of choice. This is a potential target of choice right here. Just going for liquidity. We just grab liquidity, so there's a potential of a rejection right here. Let me turn this off so I'm actually able to see. I need to figure out how to turn off these lines. I totally do not remember. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Okay, let me auto this. All right. So let's see exactly what the market could do here. All right, so I looked at the hour. We are in an uptrend. 23 minutes left. I expect this to hold. I expect that we are moving up to this line. If I'm looking for a retest, where would I want to see the retest come down to? That's the real question. I would want to see a retest. If we were coming down here, this would be a target area for me. A potential target area on the longer hour time frame. So if we start to see some sort of reversals, then we're going to come down to this point. 15-minute time frame. Let's look if there's anything better. 15-minute time frame again, liquidity grab right there. We do have an order block on this 15-minute time frame. Further cementing that we could potentially see a some of my price action form up. That's very much okay. And then on the minute time frame, we could see this leans down. So there is an order block down here. Potentially, we could come down and see this grab. I doubt that's going to happen. We actually already had a setup that I could have traded right here. This was a potential setup that I was not here for, sadly, but let's see what my risk to reward be if I would to take this trade. Now, you could target all the way up there for a 1 to 5, 9 if you're confident. But in reality, you know, we're bullish. I need to know where the next one we just grabbed. So I think targeting a 1 to 3 would be the best possibility here for this trade. If I would have taken this. But again, there's no set here. We didn't grab here. That was another setup I could have entered on. All right. Let's see. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of analysis. So overall, I'm thinking we could bounce off this. This is definitely a potential area we can bounce off of. If we want to, I doubt that's going to happen. I think it's just going to continue to push its way up. Let's look at crude oil for a second. Let me see if there's anything clear here on crude oil. I'm really not seeing anything that clear on crude oil, to be honest. I do think we're bullish. Just a hint. I just generally think we're bullish. Broke the low, came up. We did not break the high yet. We broke the high, created a lower low here. I need to zoom this out. I need to get a better idea. Let me just look at what we're doing right now. The recent price action. Just very confusing price action, to be honest. This did grab the low, so this technically counts as a gap for my strategy. I do think that we could recover on this hour candle on MCL. So let me go to the 15 minutes, see what this looks like. Failed to break off, order block. Just not clear. Not clear price action, not enough for me. Let me look at gold. It's my last one. These are the 3 I trade. Okay, let me look at gold quickly, see if there's any setup here. Oh, gold actually did have a good setup. I'm too late again to look at the entry for it. I need to go even higher. Let's see if there's any setup here. Potential probability of coming down to a very possible point right here on the next candle. Maybe even before the candle, but definitely a potential point of coming down to this area right here. We're marked even further, but this is like almost 100% area. Looking at the 5 minute, I don't actually see this. I could see this doing this on the next candle. This is definitely a possibility. This is my expectation, and we can come back to it. Something like this is probably my biggest idea for gold. That's what I would expect at least for it to do. But no, I'm not seeing anything. Just broke out on we just broke out on the Dow. I don't trade the Dow. I use it as more of a representative measure of where we could potentially go. And the area I'd be looking at currently for the Dow, this is the last area that broke structure. I would be wondering if this is going to retest at the top of this gap right here. This would be one area I would look at for a retest here on the 15 minute. The second area I'd be looking for a retest. I know that's very tiny, but you should still be able to see it. Second area is looking up here. And I don't know if that actually is a gap or not. It is. So these would be the two areas that I would look at to see how it reacts off of. And I would say it's almost 100% chance that it's coming up to this line. Especially since we just grabbed that. I could see a slight retest in this point, and I might take a small little stab at it if it does that, and then play the bottom gap. That is always a potentially good trade here. Take a small little gap, play the bottom gap right here, get a little 1-to-1 here, 1-to-1 action. That's only if it comes back down to here. Not the best risk management, but let me see how much I would be risking here. So 65, that's $25 on a 1 contract. So I would need to risk 4 contracts on that to get my $100 limit. Yeah, let me go back to gold again. This is my expectation for gold. New hour candle, pop back up a little bit and then work its way down. My expectation for crude oil is not anything I'm looking at. Just currently not something that I can really see myself trading. It's too risky for me. It's in a consolidation. It doesn't fit anything in my strategy. I could see myself taking a little scalp on Dow Jones though. I could see myself doing that, especially on the 5 minute time frame. That's only if it decides that it does want to retest back down. But again, if anyone has any questions for me, just let me know. That's my general analysis of what I'm looking at. So doing a quick rundown, let me show you what my strategy is. A lot of people have a similar one, but don't necessarily have the same stop loss, take profit. My strategy is looking at an impulsive move down or up, or it could even be a slower move. Okay, let me rephrase that. Let's use MQ because that's what I trade. All right. Okay, let me look down here. Go to the 15-minute that I was on with this. Sorry, I know my screen's a little bit messed up. Was it MQ? Wait, let me double check. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is my strategy. So on MNQ, so on NASDAQ, we know that we're in an uptrend, right? So with my strategy, I'm following price action. So we're looking at highs and lows. We could see, you know, the range of highs and lows, breaking high, breaking low, breaking high, breaking low, breaking high, breaking low, breaking high, breaking low. So whenever I see something give a fake out low, and how you know that's a fake out low is if it instantly rejects off of it. Okay, so we break this low right here. If I look at this 5 minute, it's probably gonna be clear. All right, let's use 3 minutes as an example. So we break out this low. So which candle created the gap that broke that low? So we have the candle that created the gap is this one right here. You can see that we wicked below this low. We created the gap. And when I'm looking at this, my entry is going to be on the retest of this gap and the hold, okay? Or the retest and the follow through. So all I want to see here is when I break up, when a candle closes above, I want to see it retest back down through the gap or on the gap and then start to build its way back up with strong candles. That is my entry criteria. So for this specific trade, I would have entered, you know, off this strong candle, retest, whatever you want to say. Stop loss right here. And then I'm looking at the next zone of liquidity. So the next zone of liquidity has been grabbed. So the one that I can see afterward is where I drew this line at, okay? And if you look at this on the hour time frame, why is this the next zone of liquidity? This is the next high, okay? If you want to play this even safer, you could come down to this point, and then that would be around a 1 to 2, that is a way more targetable area right here. So that's my overall strategy. That's all it is. I do trade other stuff, but that's my primary one. Let's see if I can get the retest on this 5 minutes down. We should be able to retest down and then start to build its way back up at 249. That's my guess. All right. Well, we'll see if this holds. Again, MNQ just doing its thing, doing what it wants. MCL, that's not the one. That's one I'm not trading. This is what I was looking at for gold. Is some sort of, you know, movement down, retest back up. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, and then move down to here. To that line at the very least. Okay. Five minute. We didn't even retest where I wanted, so my entry is invalid. We will not be taking a trade there. It will probably come up to this line though. I should have known my entry would be invalid for this. For the pure reason there's nothing showing on the 1 minute for it to even retest to. I mean, I guess there is a order block here, and this is the order block that drove itself up. So maybe that's possible. We'll wait to see if I can get that set up. It's 249. Again, just waiting to see what happens here. I need to figure out a way to make my chart better. It's a little bit weird looking. Came off of an order block, came up, grabbed the high. This is probably going to grab this, come up to there still. I would be open to seeing a direction change on this candle. Actually, no, I wouldn't. It doesn't look good to me. Came up, grabbed the high. This could be just an easy trade downwards. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to see this retest higher than this point right here. Grab liquidity, work its way down. Let's see what this decides to do here. I might take a little pot shot at it, because this follows in line with where I think this trade can go. And I can't really see this breaking higher up here without it breaking down. And we did already grab liquidity up here for the movement down. All right, give me 1 second. I got to take a phone call. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Okay. We're taking a little stab at this, guys. A little pot shot at this. Let's see if this pot shot pays off. See if I could get the instant move down. And if it's not an instant one, I still feel pretty safe with my stop loss here. It should at least come down to this gap before it even worries about anything. Pot shot. What I mean by pot shot, just a very small trade. I don't really like taking these risks when it's outside of my strategy anymore. You can see where this came up to. It never retested down to the point of my entry, so that's no longer valid, but it should come up to that line for a little scalp. Let's see if we could get a good pot shot here. If we retest back up, I'm going to re-enter for more position sizing, because this is a pretty good risk to reward here. This is about a 1 to 2 for my entry, maybe a little bit more. Oh, no, exactly a 1 to 2. Wow. All right. Wait. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't realize my mic was muted. What I was saying, can you guys hear me? All right. If there's any... Wait. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't realize my mic was muted. What I was saying, can you guys hear me? So what I was saying, I'm taking a little pot shot right here on this trade. The reason why is again, I'm very kind of bearish biased right now. Up to this point I have where I put this area, which is the next point, which is a fill of a gap that it likes to retest to. My stop loss, it rejected off this point, created a bearish engulfing candle. I entered off the bearish engulfing candle. I might exit one contract down here, but this is a 1 to 2 where you're seeing where I have my area set at. And I was saying that if we could we're not going to get an impulsive move down. Most likely on the new hour, it's going to retest back up, maybe grab that liquidity, grab any liquidity that's shown. It could even go higher up than I expect and get stopped out. But if that's the case, I might just re-enter the position because I do believe that we can come down to that point. And then also what I was saying is that on Dow Jones, you could see that we worked our way up here. And now what we're doing is we're closing below this gap. So this could also be a potential scalp if we do close below this gap right here. Scalp down for some liquidity. This one's not as good as the scalp. But I'm taking a risk at it. And my target would be back on this line. This one's about a 1-to-1 scalp. So it's the opposite direction where I'm going. This one does fit my strategy. However, it is against the overall trend. So I got to be very careful on this trade, as this could easily go in the opposite direction. But I am expecting it at least to come down and grab this liquidity down here. And I hope it comes down a little bit further to the gap that I have. Potentially down here, actually. Should have risked more, but playing this very safe, as I haven't been playing safe on the other positions. We could see this here. So we have 2 trades going right now, guys. I was able to find myself 2 trades. Not my ideal strategy, but they're 2 decent, with a decent hypothesis surrounding it. So we'll be able to figure it out. Hopefully it goes in. So we have 2 trades going right now. All right, so we'll see exactly what this decides to do. It's about to be a new hour candle, so hopefully it can show me what I want to see. We did grab the liquidity. I got to be very careful here. This is going to be a move to break even, because this will either reject itself back up here, or it should slingshot its way down. And what I know that's both of the possible options, but I want to see this candle instantly slingshot its way down, break this liquidity. I don't want to see a retest here. That's why I'm putting my stop loss at break even. Because we did grab the liquidity already for this, but I do want to see it get to the 1-to-1. One, two, three, four. That's fine. And there, hopefully this is the slingshot down to what I wanted to see. I hope. I don't know for a fact if that is, but 42. Yeah, this is 100% slingshot down. $16, $14. Being patient. That's all I'm doing. Might add to the position if this decides it wants to hold this point. If it rejects and does what I think it does, think it possibly do, which is that this area right here, we forgot to grab this candle, and then it closes above this point, then we're coming up for liquidity on the new hour candle. So I would need to be careful on that for holding that trade. Come on, give me the little pot shot down. Show me that slingshot. I'm not risking nearly enough right now. This is bad. I needed to be risking more, at least $100 on these trades, but oops. 100 to 150 is my goal for risk management. New hour candle should tap its way down here. I'm not really worried about this trade. If it taps its way up and stops me out, that's okay. I'm more worried about this trade. Oh, I'm very much worried about this trade. This trade doesn't look like it's viable anymore. It looks like it did bounce off of my area. I could potentially see a retest back up. Let's look at the 5 minute to see what it's doing. Yeah, 5 minute doesn't look healthy. I don't get it. I would not take my normal strategy here, even though it is very possible that it could work. I would not take my normal strategy here. I think it's going to come up and grab that liquidity and then it's work its way down. Get some liquidity up here, work its way down probably. This is waiting for the new minute candle before it slingshots its way to my take profit, most likely. There it is, new minute. There you go. Slingshot its way to my take profit, like I said. Gold did bounce off. Not really looking at this as a potential trade anymore, to be honest. I'm not buying this. This could come down. I'm still not buying this as a potential trade for me anymore. It kind of invalidated it with my other strategy, which is sad. Oh, and it validated it back again. Well, that's fun. It's fun. I got the trade I was looking for. One of the two worked out without invalidating. Wow, this thing came down a lot more than I expected. But hey, I'll take my 1-to-1. Okay, let me see where this could go now. I'm actually very interested to see what this price action can do because I have no clue. We didn't exactly meet it. Did I have this marked out right? Oh, I did not have this marked out right. It was 1 pip off of touching. That's unfortunate. All right. We'll see what this tries to do. If it fills this gap, so now what I'm looking at is if this decides it wants to fill this gap, we're going to come down for some sort of liquidity. And the liquidity I can expect is down here. So I don't want to see that gap hold. I would prefer to see a setup occur. I'm not really seeing anywhere where this could potentially bounce off of on MNQ. This is our previous high here. And then we're looking at the closure below this point. So I'm looking to see how it reacts at this area right here, if it's able to pull itself up in the next 2 minutes. If not, then I'm looking for a potential scalp once we make it back up to this area, down below this line. And what would that be on a risk to reward wise? Let me see. If we got a scalp from right here, stop loss up here, take profit below this line, maybe a lower. Yeah, maybe lower to this line. 1 to 1.57. I'm willing to take that risk if it gives me the opportunity. What is the trend again? I think I said the trend is up here and is the new hour candle. So I'm not foreseeing that actually being possible. I think it will probably work its way up before it does anything. And if that is the case where it still starts working its way down, what did I say before? We're going to be coming down for some of this liquidity. This will be coming down somewhere below here, if not lower. But we shall see what it decides to do. If it closes like this, then I would be interested. What? Wait. Hold up 1 second. Let me look at the hour again. I think I didn't. Wasn't this forming a fake out candle on gold? Yes, it was. Wait. Gold is actually a potential trade here. Yeah, gold is definitely a potential trade. Let me go to the 30% of the body. See if we can get a potential entry here. Yes, there is left over here. This is 100% a good entry. If it comes up to this point, this is 100% a good entry for a short. That is like a very good entry for a short on gold. And this would be almost probably my final trade. I would be willing to take a pretty big risk on this one. I do like this trade a lot. Just anywhere in this box, I would add my stop a little bit higher, maybe about 11 pips. I'll trade 5 contracts. Target a 1 to 4, I think. I don't know if it would necessarily make the 1 to 4, but I would definitely target a 1 to 4. And let me see if that lines up with my I can even play this a little bit safer. Play the 1 to 2 up here, where I know it's not going to come up to the 1 to 3. That's a really good strategy for me. I like this setup. Okay, don't look at that. Wow, that is sweaty armpits. Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit. Don't look at that. Don't look at it. But yeah, that's where I can see it going. Yeah, it came straight down to grab this liquidity. It didn't even give me a chance for this trade. So that didn't work out. I can see this come down a little bit further as well. I'm struggling to see the price action, but I do see a gap right here. Okay. Like I said, I think gold is my best trade. Okay, so I'm looking for a bearish engulfing candle. That's all I'm looking for is a bearish engulfing candle. Give me a good setup. Or I can just enter heavily right here and get a 1 to 2, a really good 1 to 2. Because I'm fairly certain on this trade entry. Let's do it. I'm taking a risk. Okay, well, it didn't even put me in. Oh, crap, my thing's bugged. Give me one. Oh, crap. Give me 1 second. Let me fix my bug screen. I can play this fairly safe. I might just do that. Let's play this safe. There's no point in being extremely risky here. All right. We'll see if this one works out. I need to make sure I have my setup right, though. Indicator is giving me what I need. Yeah, it looks like everything's giving me what I need. All right, cool. And if we fill this gap, that's even a better setup for me. I'm happy with this setup. If it doesn't work out, that's okay, but I am happy with this setup. And maybe I can look for a better setup on M&Q in a second once this starts showing me some strength. I don't actually think we'll have enough time for it to show strength, but hopefully we will. Nothing there. Nothing. Not really worried about that. Gold is just weird. Gold is hard to predict for me. It's my worst pair out of the 3. It doesn't always follow my strategy as much as the other 2. any of them. Gold just does what it wants. It really does. It just says screw you. Okay, let me see. Forex Factory. All the news happened for the day. Good, good. Nothing else. Cool. Standard price action. If it goes wrong, then that means I messed up on my analysis somewhere, or just decided it didn't want to abide to my strategy this time. There is a gap up here. There's even a gap up here. I'm actually a little bit worried about those. I hope that it will move down and fill this one before it fills this one up here. If you don't know, liquidity goes from external to internal and internal to external. So all that means is it moves like a river. I mean, it moves like a wave. It goes, once we grab external liquidity, then we go into internal liquidity, which is anything happening in the previous high or low that was formed. And then we go back down to external liquidity. And I'm hoping the external is this move down here. There we go. Look at that aggressive move we're seeing. If I see a close below this gap, I'll move my stop to the high of this area right here, giving me a better risk to reward. I don't want to, but I do need to see it close below this gap because that gives me a second indicator. Nope, did not. It reversed very quickly. It did not close below the gap yet. It actually held right above. That's not what I wanted to see. It's still healthy, but that's not what I wanted to see. I was hoping it was going to make its impulsive move already. That's fine. Stop loss stays where it is. This next few minutes is going to be boring. I'm sorry, anyone that's watching. Like, you literally just watch the market to see if it does what you say it does, and then take notes, either mental notes or physical notes. I mean, whatever you want to do. I'm in this trade. I can start looking at MNQ to see if it sets up at all, which it potentially could start setting up something. Hopefully, it starts setting it up quickly, but it could potentially start setting up something. So, I'm gonna keep an eye out. This is a small little gap. This gap can definitely turn into a trade if it fills. If it closes above, that could definitely turn into a trade. And my target is going to be up to these lines that I mentioned before if we start seeing that gap fill. I need to start being careful, though, because we are moving into... We closed on the gap. Stop loss can come down. And now it's a 1 to 4.87 trade. So every $100 at risk, I get $487 back, excluding commissions. If anyone has, I know there's one other person watching, but if you have any questions, just let me know, man. I know I'm calling you out, but if you have any questions on my general trade style or anything, and if you're just looking to learn, just let me know. I'm not even fearful that this might not work out. I'm more fearful that this trade could potentially reverse because it's showing me contradicting trade ideas. Oh, it bounced off of it. Yeah, this is coming up. It failed, but good thing I moved my stop. It reversed. Let's reverse the position. We're going to reverse the position, go up for the high. It gave me a different setup. Like I said, it could go both ways. I was expecting the down move down here. I was worried about it, with the bullish movement, it could go up, but oh well. We'll see if it could give me a trade entry, the trade at the top, or if this is another fake out. If it's another fake out, then oh well. I just lost 2 trades. I don't know what this thing is doing. Can M and Q give me something? I love trading M and Q the most. My NASDAQ. What am I at? Am I down today? Yeah, down 29. At least I risked $100 like I was supposed to. Didn't do my math wrong. Let's see if this goes up. 1 trade, 1 loss today. 1 break even. If I would have risk managed like I was supposed to, I would have been even for the day, but I messed up on my calculation. This was an impulsive entry, but I'm hoping it will impulsively move up because it invalidated my other direction. Ended up closing above this. I should have caught this. This is something I should have caught as a trade. I just completely whiffed it. I was too focused on one direction instead of looking at what it potentially do. But like I said, I needed to see this close below here. It ended up faking me out twice and I moved my stop loss, but I'm glad I did because I would have gotten stopped out. Probably lost this trade. Let's see if we can get an impulsive move upwards here. I doubt we will, but where's my next liquidity? Next liquidity is up here. I don't think we're coming up for this. I honestly don't think we're coming up to that, but if we do, it's not going to be within this time frame today. I don't have a clear set area other than this point up here where my take profit would be. That's the only clean like area I could see it coming up to. Maybe a little bit lower, but all right. Block. Hey, yes. Good trade. We didn't break the low. We held. We poured above the gap here. I want to see how this reacts off this gap. This is a very small potential trade. I need to see it retest, though, off this gap before it starts making its hoopla move up. This could easily be faking me out. I don't know. I think this was an impulsive entry. I'm really looking back at it. I think this was an impulsive entry. I want to get in the entry down here if I'm going to get in anywhere. I need to learn patience, man. That is something that's been a huge issue for me. MNQ, can we get the retest down to where I want to see? Oh, sorry. Just gonna hold that to see what it does, to be honest. I mean, this is invalid. This is an invalid trade now, but I am hoping this does continue to move up to this line. I'd still want to see if this holds this area that I have marked here. This one might work out. It's still an impulsive entry. I'm not proud of this trade, to be honest, but it is working with the other strategy direction that I had. It invalidated the other one, so I took the opposite direction like you're supposed to, and hopefully that one pays off, but I don't know if it will. I need to be somewhat disciplined in how I hold these trades. That's been a huge issue. I've been overanalyzing instead of just, relaxing, sitting, letting it do what it wants to do, especially on streams. It's a huge issue. Especially during streams. But we will see if this wants to come up to this line. That's my main goal, is to see if this does want to come up to this line, because both of them. This one is less likely to come higher. This one is way less likely to come higher. The highest I could see this coming is to this gap up here, and I might just take that. I'm going to be honest. I might just take that gap. This one, I do want to see how it reacts at this area up here, and if it can, even if it pulls below, see if it could pull up again after it breaks below it. So even if it does something like this, once it breaks up there, that's my entry. If it gives me a strong candle. Yeah, not seeing anything else. This doesn't look healthy either. I'll be honest, just lost. Don't know exactly where this market could go. I know I am generally, to refresh myself, gold looks like a pigsty, but gold is ultimately bullish. We are ultimately moving up on gold, so I feel more confident on this, holding it, due to this strategy down here, the one I was talking about earlier. And I could technically, if I was able to hold overnight, this is the entry I would be looking at for it to continue up. Gold could actually go way higher than I have my current area set, but I just want to target that liquidity. Oh, screw you. Didn't go down as low as I wanted on this trade. It's going to come straight up to here. Oh, man, that sucks. Gold's looking like it's wrecking. It's trying its best to move upwards. Jesus. Like I said, I'll probably just take the profit once we get up to the... I probably won't go all the way. I don't think we're going to make that before the market ends today, without having a retest down to this area. So if I could just get up to this gap, then that's all I want to see. This market looks so much different on every screen I switch to. Yeah, I'm just gonna aim up here. I don't care if the risk to reward's worse. I'm gonna aim right there. Oh wow, that thing, it was literally one pip away. My man, Jesus. Might add to the position if it comes down. I'm being honest, like this market does not look healthy to me. Maybe I'm starting to trade too late in the afternoon, and that used to be an issue for me, is, picking the wrong times, especially during lunchtime. My time is not a great time to trade. But we'll see if we can pick our way up to that area I have marked. There you go. Maybe MNQ will do exactly what I need to see here. Just give me one entry. That's all I'm asking for. I don't necessarily need to take another trade today, but it'd be nice. I'm not buying this anymore move yet, but we'll see what it does. It does feel a lot better when I'm not risking $300, to be honest. I had to rework my risk management again to be less risky because I really don't want to lose this one. I passed, like I've said in the last stream, I've passed so many funded accounts, and at this point, it's just a mental block for me being able to withdraw from these things. And passing those accounts, I'm not even being risky. I'm risking like $200, $300 at a time. I just can't do the same with an actual funded, I guess. My mental's way worse. It was a lot easier when I was trading my own money and I had to be a lot more cautious than trading, buying a set fee and then trading that. Didn't give me my entry again. It's just no volatility in this market. Breaking off that. 3 minutes left. There he goes. Oh, never mind. Decided I want to break up. I'm not bullish on it. I think this is going to retest. Yeah, there it goes. Man. I really just did not want to flip today. Again, impulsive move. I should have entered this lower. I still think it's going to go up, but I should have entered this lower. My original bias was down. Last thing I want to see here is it fill below this point, close below this point. This should retest this area that's looking weak. And then I can see if I want to take the entry or if it's going to come down further. Dude, what is going on with this market, to be honest? I have 5 contracts and gold is moving slower than I can, like so slow. This is the slowest I've seen gold move in a while because it's consolidating and it's in an area where it shouldn't really. And I am overall bullish biased, but it is consolidating like no other. Actually, to be honest, I don't think it's even going up. I actually don't have a clear read on this, so I might just exit. I look at the 15-minute, it's showing me a totally different picture than the hour is, which is showing me a totally different picture than the 5-minute. it's difficult. Showing me a totally different picture than the 15-minute. We'll wait, we'll hold it, but again, I'm aiming for that line. Hits that line, and I'm good. This isn't even my stop loss, sorry. This would have been my other trade. If I would have entered where I needed to be. I was just visualizing it. Okay, let's see if this comes back up and closes back up where I need to see. Okay, $40. I at least want 60, you know, be in profit for the day. I'm in profit 25, but like 60 would be nice. Whatever this line equals would be nice. There you go. Hit the line. I'll take it. I'll take $40. Why not? I wasn't even risking that much today. What a slow market. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. Hold up. We might have a trade. We may just have a trade. Okay, this looks ugly. Let's see if this closes where I need to see it close. I need to see two candles. Two candles breaking its way up here. Let's just see. Dow Jones looks a lot more healthy right now. I need to see how this reacts here, though. Two strong candles to give me my entry criteria here. Oof. Let's see if we could get it. I'm looking more specifically at M&Q than I am at Dow Jones because that's what I want to trade. I'm gonna let this candle close. If it goes too far up to where where's the highest point I can get a 1 to 2? That's my real question. That's a 1 to 1, so I would be targeting higher. Strong candle. Remember, that's part of the strategy, so we need to see a strong candle come out here. Let's see what it does. I don't know. This bounced off, so that's good. This is a risky one. This is not like a good or bad trade in either way, either format of it. But 176, I need to risk 3 contracts. There you go. We'll see if it works. I decided to put my stop loss closer so I can get a 1 to 2. And it should really not retest down to here again. 3 retests is not something that seems healthy to me. So we'll see if that works. This is a 1 to 1.5. Sorry. Let me correct myself. I don't want to go all the way down. If it's going to come up, it's going to come up immediately. If it's going to come down, it's going to come down immediately. Almost. It's not going to hesitate here for long. For more than 2 cycles. Oh, wow. Well, maybe I should have held my trade where I... Crap. That sucks. Held the cycles. Triple candle. Whoosh its way up, please. Just r/whoosh. Go up there. What's up, man? How you doing? Crap. I need to see this hold. Ah, crap. I know why it's doing this. It's the first. Oh, I need to be careful. That take profit is actually not a great take profit, to be completely honest here. Looking at the hour, it's not a great take profit. Even looking at this is not a great take profit. I need to see and pulls like a quick move up. I need to see this candle be the strongest candle it's ever been, or else this thing is gonna instantly come take out my sell stop. There's like no other way to say it. My entry was weaker. I think my entry was too weak, to be honest. This whole setup is too weak. This isn't actually, um, yeah, this is not actually a setup. I'll hold it though. I'll punish myself for it. Yeah, this is just too weak. This is bad. Oh, shoot. It's holding the gap, which is good. Fuck, dude. I don't know. I don't like it. I just haven't liked any of the setups recently. I'm just struggling with the times I've been trading. I need to get up earlier. It's showing me a clear setup every single time. I mean, this one could work out, but it's just not as strong as I wanted it to be. Let's see if this is able to work out. I just need to be confidence. Come on, confidence is key. Be confident in why I chose to take this trade. It's just not the, like I said when I first took it, it's not the ideal fit for the strategy, but it could work out as this is unmitigated, this area up here. So this could definitely work. Just be confident. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like look at Dow Jones though. Dow Jones is working out beautifully. That was a way better setup. Shit. Why isn't my M&Q showing that much? This worked out perfectly. Why didn't I take this, hold this trade? Confidence. I'm right. I'm right. I'm going to be right 50% of the time at least if I didn't exit these trades. Sorry, I have to physically tell myself I overanalyze way too much and it usually bites me in the butt. So I got to tell myself don't exit this trade, punish myself if I get it wrong. If I don't get it wrong, keep it in cuz for some reason 2 years ago I would say I was a better trader. 3 years in terms of not necessarily market analysis, in terms of holding trades, not being a wimp in the market. I don't want to get pennied out. And all that means is I don't want to exit trades, get pennied out over time for the market. So we'll see if this is able to work its way up to my take profit. Keeping my stop loss the exact same. I actually will move it up to here. I don't think it should retest at this point. If it does, then oh well. It gives me a 1 to 2. So that's what I'm trying to get here. Okay, can we get this impulsive move up here? That's my main thing. I want this to be as impulsive as possible for this 15 minutes so the next 15-minute follows through. So I want this thing to break all the way up to this gap. I don't want this to start to show weakness, which it could definitely do around this period of time. Come on, impulsivity. Move its way up. Go up. Up. All right. I'm about to exit one contract. just because of how risky this trade is. I might hold it. We'll just see how this reacts around this area. I don't want to see this just short. This needs to break straight past through this without any hesitation. If it breaks straight through, then I'll be fine. If it gives me hesitation, I need to exit. Partial. Let me go to move this to break even, actually. Say this is far enough. Come on. Show the impulsivity you wanted to see. I didn't move it fully to break even. I moved it to an area I don't think it can retest to. That's not what I wanted to see again, dude. Crap. It needs to break up on this candle. I don't want to see any weakness on this candle. I'm going to hold it, but I at least can exit one contract so I get a break-even trade. Almost certain. No. 25 seconds to show me something before I exit a partial. It's going to give me a stupid impulsive move down, isn't it? That's what it usually does when it shows this weakness. Oh, there you go. Come on. Can you make it? Yeah, I'm exiting one. We're exiting one. And if it moves up now, then I'm fine. I might move my take profit up to make up for that early exit. But I'm definitely exiting another one at that area I was targeting. It did grab where I wanted to see it grab, which is good. Sorry, I have PTSD. There's been so many times this has taken me out, these types of wicks. We reached the zone I have marked there. That's my next exit, and then my next one, I'm gonna target the last contract up there. Just be patient. I got text messages. Sick. And they're not fun ones, they're ones from work. Okay, can we get what I need to see? Tick partials up. I'm up for the day. All right, getting ready. Next partial out. Okay, last take profit up here. I could honestly go up higher, but I'm going to play the 50% there. Stop loss below the wick. 5-minute wick there. This was a good trade. I'm glad I ended on this. All right, let's see if this goes up, continues to move up here. Ow, my ear. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even want to see this come down to this point. Try to squeeze you as much profit as I can out of this. I'll be up $200 a day, which is my goal. The squeegee. It's about to not be healthy in a second. Oh, give me what I need. I'm not going to show you guys my pits again. That's not happening. I am not doing that. No way. Those things are gross. I need to take a shower. I didn't realize how, like, groggy I was this morning. That's the best word to describe it. I'm saying this morning. I woke up at 12. It's my end of my semester. I had to work late last night. Oh, man. I already exited partials. If you guys want to see, this is what I'm up for the day. Took some bad trades, took some good trades. Luckily, my risk management helped a lot. Made some wrong decisions, made some right decisions. As long as more right decisions are made than wrong, then I'm winning. It looks like it's holding here too much. We'll just continue. We'll wait. I don't know if this is worth it, because if I'm doing it based off this, is it worth? Let me look at it. A 1 to get a 0.37? No, not really. So let's do it here. Move it here. That's more worth it. Now it's a 1-to-1. So now it's more worth getting the value out of the trade here. So my stop loss has moved up. So if it comes down to here, oh well. If it makes up to here, it's a 1-to-1 no matter what. So that's a value play. If I play a 0.3, then that's no longer valuable for me to move my stop loss up. Hey, how you doing, the crew? I'm trading on, it's on TradingView, but I'm trading through a prop firm. I have a funded account. The prop firm itself is it's funded futures. So that's what I generally trade on, is through funded futures. Prop firms is the best thing. First of all, fake accounts, basically fake money that you're trading with, is the best thing to learn, and then prop firms are the best way to not lose hundreds of $1,000s. You just got to be very careful with which one you trade, and you have to be very familiar with their rules, because they have very strict rules. But it's very good for learning. It's $50 at a time. You can trade the account for like 2 months, 3 months at a time if you pass it, and you can be very safe, like I'm trading right now. I almost destroyed this account because I tried to take a step forward. So I risked $500, $600. Actually, no, I risked more, but on 2 trades, trying to get a huge step forward so I could withdraw in time for my semester, so I could take money out for my tuition. But I'm playing it safe now because I didn't want to lose my account. This should hit it. There you go. All right, ended up 233 for the day. But yeah, the charting platform's TradingView. You don't need to pay money for it, unless you want to use the replay feature, which is actually pretty helpful. So the replay feature, you could test your strategy. For example, if I want to go back to this time, I'm able to do it on the 1 minute. And, test my strategy out to see if it works over a long period of time. There's other charting softwares for that, but in general, I'm trading on funded futures. I'm a futures trader. I don't trade stocks. I don't really trade Forex anymore. I used to be a Forex trader, and I just ended up switching because it was too much liquidity. Oh, congrats, man. Can I ask how much you're risking? Because, and this isn't to take away from anything. If you're risking $800 to get to that 3K. Oh, you're moving to pro. Oh, okay, okay. So you're on, that's a funded account. Never mind, I misread that for Trade of 8. Sick, man. That's awesome. Or if it's even your personal account, that's still really sick. Just be very careful on the risk management. As you can see, I've destroyed my account so many times. I've passed, this is not even exaggeration. I have passed 15 funded accounts. I have withdrawn once. and I've been up several times at $3,000, 2,500. My goal for withdrawing is always $3,000. I have withdrawn once. Okay, yeah. So be very careful. Play it very slow until you reach a certain goal. My recommendation is risk $100 per trade, depending on your account size. If it's a 50K funded account, if it's a 25, risk $50 for 25, 100 for 50K until you get up to 1,500, 2,000, where you have a 15 trade buffer, and then 10 to 15 trade buffer, and then you can increase your sizing a little bit after that point to maybe 150, 200. And then once you reach 52,500, it's just useless. You might as well withdraw at that point. Yeah, no, I can't imagine. I did it with my own money once. First time I ever traded, lost $300. That was a long time ago. The first time I actually put money in the market. So I started trading, like actively learning, and 8 years ago. First time I put money in the market was during COVID. Put $300 in the market, lost it within 2 days. Even using a risk management strategy, its strategy was really bad. I didn't backtest enough. Then that motivated me to backtest a lot more. Went through 25 strategies, I think, which 6 of them were good. And then I finally fell on this strategy, and this is what I've been trading for the past year and a half. I say trading, I still make the mistake. You know, you have bad days, you have good days. But yeah, that's overall, like, I'm gonna stop probably today. I traded way too late. I need to start trading earlier. I've recovered this account almost got blown. I'll be straight up. This account almost got blown. I was at 48,400. I worked my way back up to 51,000, and then I decided to take two $500 risk trades, and then I went down to 49,700 after fees and commissions. Stocks stocks are fine. It's just I don't like all the limitations that they give for people that are smaller with smaller accounts. You have to have at least 25,000. Stocks are way easier to trade in my personal opinions because you have so many different options. It's just way easier to trade. Futures is nice because it's very predictable and it follows the stock market on at least Nasdaq. So that's what's nice about that, and it is very trend based. That was my issue with Forex. Forex was not very trend based. You know, there were some that would follow the trends, especially, but it was more news. It was based off news, less on sentiment of the consumer, the sentiment mindset. So that's why I switched to futures. I think a lot of people did because Forex is very scummy as well. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Appreciate it, man. Let me know if you ever want to, you know, I used to trade with people all the time. Let me know if you want to trade at the same time. I don't know what indices you trade, but it's always good to talk with people. I have a person I talk with very frequently on Discord. Just depends on the age of the person. That's the main thing. Let me see. Yeah, this is the guy I trade with on Discord. He sends me pictures, but yeah, you guys, hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to go ahead and end my stream because the market's about to close anyway. I'll try to be live tomorrow. I'm at the end of my semester for my doctorate program, so I'll try to be live tomorrow. I'm not certain if I will be live tomorrow. I'll post some shorts from the stream. That's what I've just been doing. I don't make the shorts. I don't edit them. I just use a clipper. I can't be bothered, to be honest. So if you don't want to go scroll through the whole stream to see what trades I took, I'll make some clips of all the trades I took during this, wins or losses, for you guys. And then you could criticize me. MNQ is great. MNQ is good. Oh, thanks, man. Crew, MNQ is good trades. Like, I love MNQ. I struggle a lot with gold, even the gold trade when I reverse my trade position. Let me see if it shows. So originally I was looking for a short. Where was it? A short. I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, I'm on replay mode. That's why. Originally I was looking for a short. Right here. It was weird to me because I was very short bias, like at least to this line down here, but then it was giving me my actual strategy to the top side. So I reversed my position and then I exited up here. I was going to originally hold it to this next line of defense, but I exited here because this was a gap fill on the 15-minute. But that's one that I wasn't proud of my entry, even though I won. The one I was most proud of was that recent trade, and then I took a loss earlier as well. Yeah, no problem. You guys have a great day, though. I do need to. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I gotta work on a lot of stuff. And if you guys have any questions, you can leave it below in the comments. I can answer it in a short. Again, I'm not editing the shorts, but I'll answer it in a short for you with your name tagged if you have any questions about, at least specifically with me. I can't give you exact answers. You'll see my emotional stability while trading is horrible. I think I deleted today's stream the other day because I was just too embarrassed. I'll be honest. I didn't lose money on it, the stream. I was just too embarrassed with how emotional I was getting. So I'm trying to fix that. All right, but yeah, you guys have a great day.